Hi, I'm David Kelley, President and CEO of Chakana Copper. Chakana Copper is a junior exploration company focused on advancing the Soledad copper, gold, silver discovery in central Peru. It's a high-grade breccia pipe-hosted discovery that's related to an intrusive center. We've identified where we believe that intrusive center is located through multiple exploration campaigns, and we're just on the doorstep of testing that target in March. The financing that we're doing now is going to provide the funding for that.
Okay, well, that's quite cool. I want to kind of catch everyone before everyone breaks up for Christmas holidays period. The question is, have you got that financing done yet? You said you'd get it done by the end of the year.
It's just about done, Matt. We put an announcement out yesterday extending the financing to January 12th. And the reason we did that was to accommodate a new shareholder that's coming in and couldn't write the check until January 1st. We're really excited to have this shareholder come in. We had a very successful first tranche, $830,000 were raised, with Gold Fields being the lead order for that. They wrote a check for about $342,000. They're also, planning to participate in this second and final tranche that'll close in January. They're maintaining their 19.9% interest in the company, which is great validation. As you know, the financing is just about filled up. I have no doubt that we will reach our goal, and it's exciting for us because you know what we're going to do with that money next.
That is the question. You're waiting for someone who says they'll give you the money. They haven't given you the money, but they'll give it to you in the new year. Are we looking at an individual? Are we looking at a fund? Are we looking? How can we trust this person?
It's a small family office, and they actually said, to show us how serious we are, here's our subscription agreement. So they've already submitted that subscription agreement, and this is a group that I've known for quite a while. I'm thrilled to have them come on board, and that money's there. And then we've had a really good week. I think people are anticipating that this is the bottom that they wanted to see. Things are looking up. I'm hearing lots of optimism about things being better in January. We plan to close this early in January. We'll have the money, and then we'll, as we talked before, we're going to start the drill program in March.
Okay, yeah, it kind of feels like some of the gold equities have popped this week, so it'll be interesting to see if that sustains. Right, which case we will get to part two, which is when you get this money, remind me, what are you going to do with it?
Well, if you recall back in June, we got that permit that opens up the southern half of the project. All of our drilling to date has been on the north half, where we have these spectacular high-grade copper, gold, silver breccia pipes starting at surface, open at depth. We think there's between 50 and 100 of these breccia pipes. We've always known that these breccia pipes are related to an intrusion. That's how they form in the first place, right? And our assumption has always been that this intrusion is a mineralized porphyry center. It has to do with the metallurgy of the mineral belt that we're in. We're in a porphyry belt. These breccia pipes are very richly mineralized with copper, gold, and silver. We're in a very large district, and now we have access to the southern half. Well, it just so happens that in our routine exploration, starting back in 2018, we did a systematic soil sampling survey over the entire property position, and we uncovered this huge gold anomaly. It's about 2.5 square kilometers in extent. It's oversampled, if you ask me, but that's the way I tend to do things because my background is in exploration geochemistry, and I like to see really robust statistics and sampling densities. And we showed that map to Gold Fields, and Gold Fields, immediately focused on it. They said, "What is that?" And we said, "Well, we don't know yet, but we're going to find out." And as it turns out, it's a very different signature than the breccia pipe signatures on the north, which tend to be bullseye type of signatures, breccia pipe, gold anomaly, breccia pipe, gold anomaly. But this thing on the south is clearly a different, caused by a different feature. And going through our systematic exploration, we then moved on to detailed mapping and alteration studies, 3 different types of geophysical surveys. And every time we gathered more information over this gold anomaly, it came back positive, substantiating that there's something there causing this anomaly. It's got a very strong molybdenum response. It gets up to 54 ppm in the heart of the strongest part of the gold anomaly. When gold and moly come together, that's telling you you're finding the source in the center of the system. We do think it's a copper mineralized intrusion, but copper gets strongly leached in the near surface in this environment. Copper is highly mobile in acid oxidizing conditions. It tends to move downward. It forms supergene enrichment. So the copper is there. We've actually found veins in the outcrop with quartz, pyrite, chalcopyrite mineralogy. Okay, so we know that we're on a copper system here. The geophysics is stunning. I can't describe how excited the geophysicist that did that is about the geophysical aspect of the target, and that's the chief geophysicist for Goldfields. So we've got this spectacular target. That's where the drilling's going to go. To get back to your original question here, we're going to spend that money testing this target, and it's one of the most exciting times in the history of this project, dating all the way back to 2017.
Okay, but I want to make sure we're not sort of jumping around here. So I know you're excited about it, and Goldfields is excited about it. You've mentioned copper, you also mentioned gold. So how do you kind of hone in on the best allocation of capital in terms of that targeting? Why are you saying this is the best place to put money, given that you spend money elsewhere chasing this porphyry and these breccias and so forth? Why this? Why now? I mean, give me some sort of comparable to what you're looking at.
Well, that's a great question, because this permit on the south opens up a number of different targets. Yes, we have the porphyry target that Goldfields has very patiently waited for, writing checks the whole time. We want to see you drill this. We want to see you drill this. So part of the reason we're excited is because we're finally getting the opportunity to test the target that brought Goldfields in the first place. But we still have multiple additional new breccia pipes that we haven't drilled that are on the south side. We have a high sulfidation epithermal system that's got a 700-meter footprint. That's about the footprint of the original discovery zone and alteration signature at Piarina. Okay, that's another target. And again, these porphyry systems are zoned deposit. They create zone districts. We've got distal lead zinc silver and to the east that Lincuna is mining. We have the high-grade breccia pipes, we have epithermal veins, and we have this high sulfidation epithermal system, all surrounding this central porphyry target. It all lines up beautifully. But another way to look at this is that gold anomaly that drew our attention there in the first place, that is often the telltale sign of a discovery in the making. And I can point out some additional examples. We talked about Hercules silver last time. Hercules silver exploring high-grade silver veins with a geophysical target beneath. They tested that, single drill hole, hits a new porphyry discovery. They went from a 6-cent stock a year ago to $1.25. Okay, hit it out of the park. 1,300% gain in their stock with a single drill hole. We've got this 2.5 square kilometer gold anomaly in soil, residual soil. So that's telling us what the signature of the rock. It's identifying the anomalous zone in the rock below the soil profile. Who else has done that? Look at GT gold, right? Big giant gold anomaly, porphyry discovery. Snowline gold, different type of deposit, different environment than we're in Peru. Reunion gold, Rupert Resources, basal till anomalies. These are all companies that have made major world-class tier 1 discoveries on the basis of just starting with good fundamental exploration techniques. Soil geochemistry is one of the oldest techniques in the book. If you do it right and you've got a residual soil profile, you can map the geology and the mineral potential with soil geochemistry. And we've done it. Many others have done it. It's really what started this whole thing for us. And I can't tell you how excited I am to finally have the opportunity now to follow up on testing that target.
Okay, I only rang up for one question. I think I've exceeded that limit. Get up with closing this by middle of January by the sounds of it, and then let us know what you're going to be doing. I'll hopefully speak to you in the new year, David. Appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it.